I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about trading and especially how to make it easier for those of you who are just starting out, or maybe you've been trading for a bit but haven't quite found your groove yet. One of the biggest challenges I see is understanding how the bigger player, the so-called smart money, influence the market. It can feel like they're speaking a different language, right? All those fancy terms and complicated chart patterns. It can be overwhelming. Hey traders, welcome back to TradeGenius. We're about building profitable strategies here, especially for you beginners who are looking to make a real living trading. So if you're serious about turning trading into a career, you're in the right place. I've been on a mission to find a way to bridge that gap, to make a smart money concept accessible and, dare I say, fun to learn. Because let's face it, if we can understand what the smart money is doing, we can put ourselves in a much better position to succeed. And guess what? I think I found something really special. It's not just another indicator, it's more like a translator. It takes those complex smart money ideas and breaks them down into something you can actually use. It's called the Smart Money Breakout Signals Indicator, and it's been a game changer for me. I think it could be for you too. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, another indicator? I've tried a million of those, and they haven't worked. I get it. I've been there, but this is different. This indicator focuses on a key structure shifts in the market. The moments when the smart money making its moves, it looks at things like break of a structure, BOS, or change of character. Don't worry. We'll explain all that in detail later, and it presents them in a way that's easy to understand. What's even cooler is that it generates buy and sell signals, so you don't have to sit there staring at charts for hours trying to figure out when to enter or exit a trade. The indicator gives you a clear, actionable signals, taking a lot of guesswork out of equation. And if you're using TradingView, finding the indicator is a breeze. Just go to the Indicators tab at the top of your chart, click on it, and then type in a Smart Money Breakout Signal in the search bar. You'll see a few options, but the one you want is by Algo Alpha. Make sure you select a specific one. Alright, hold on a second, because we're not just gonna run this indicator straight out of the box. We've gotta tweak it a bit to really dial in our strategy. So first things first, jump into the indicator settings and click on the Inputs tab. You'll see this thing called Market Structure Time Horizon. Right now, it's set to 20. Think of it like this. That's how far back the indicator is looking to figure out the overall market trend. We're going to bring it down to 14. Why? Well, we want it to be a little more reactive and a little more sensitive to recent price action. We're shortening the window so it catches those quicker shifts. Next up, you'll see BOS confirmation. That's break of a structure confirmation. We need to switch that from whatever it is now to candle close. Here's the deal. If we leave it as it is, the indicator might jump up the gun a little bit. By switching to candle close, we're telling it, hey, wait until the candle actually finishes forming before you confirm a break. That way we're not getting fake out by some quick price swings that don't actually hold. We don't need to mess with anything else in the settings, just those two adjustments. Now, as you can see on the chart, this indicator is doing its job. It's finding those CHOCH and BOS levels and giving us those potential buy and sell signals based on these price action concepts. But here's the golden rule. We never just jump into trade based on one single signal, right? We need confirmation. That's where the moving average convergence, divergence, or MACD comes in. Think of it as our second opinion or trusty sidekick. It's gonna help us validate those signals and make sure we're not getting caught in false move. So to add it to the chart, just head back to the indicator section again, and this time type in MACD or moving average convergence, divergence, and click on it to add it to the chart. You've got it. We'll break down exactly how we're gonna use it to confirm our trades in just a second, but trust me, this confirmation is gonna be a real game changer. Now let's get into the MACD looking exactly how we want it. Pop open the settings window for the MACD and head straight to the style tab. First things we're gonna do is to change the histogram option to area. Let's just change how it looks. Make it easier to see those momentum shifts, right? Now for the color coding, you'll see color 0. Let's make that a nice bright bright green. That's gonna be our positive momentum. Then color 1 and color 2, we're gonna set those to white. Keep things clean and simple. And finally color 3, let's make that a strong red. That's gonna be our negative momentum, clear as day. Now here's where we simplify things a little more. We're gonna disable the MACD and signal line options. We really just focus on the histogram area for our confirmation. Alright, jump over to the inputs tab. We're going to make a couple of key adjustments here. You'll see fast link, let's bump that up to 100, and then a slow link, we're gonna change that to 200. Now why these numbers? Well, by using these larger numbers, we're essentially smoothing out the MACD, making it less sensitive to short-term noise. We're looking for those bigger, more significant momentum shifts, the ones that really tells us something about the underlying trend. Alright, let's add a couple of key visual aids to our MACD. We're gonna draw two horizontal lines, one plus 20 and the other minus 20. These lines are gonna act as our filter, helping us weed out those less reliable signals. Think of them as our go and no-go zone. So how we actually use this setup to make some money? It's pretty straightforward. Let's look at some examples. See the buy signal here on the chart. Now before we jump into a trade, we always need the MACD confirmation. Remember, we're looking for green area of the histogram to be above that plus 20 line. That's our go signal. Now in this case, see how it's not quite there. It's still below the plus 20 line. So this particular buy signal, we're gonna ignore it. It's not strong enough for us. Now look at the next buy signal. See the difference? This time the MACD is green, as clearly above the plus 20 line. That's what we're talking about. That's a valid buy signal, a signal we can trust. Now for managing our risk, let's talk stop loss and take profit. For a buy trade like this, we'll place our stop loss just below the recent swing low. That's our safety net. And for our target, we're aiming 1.5 times the stop loss distance. Alright, now look at the next buy signal. You see how the MACD area is hanging out between the minus 20 and plus 20 lines. That's what we call a low potential zone. It's like the momentum is just not strong enough either way. So the signal, we're gonna pass on it. It's not worth the risk. And look, here's the sell signal, but guess what? Same deal. It's in that low potential zone. So we're ignoring that one too. And another buy signal right after? Yeah, you guessed it. Low potential zones. So we're skipping it. And if you zoom out a bit, you can see what's happening. The market has been moving sideways. And that's exactly why the MACD is filtering out all those signals, keeping us out of those choppy, unpredictable periods. Pretty smart, right? Now check this out. We've got a sell signal and this one is different. The MACD area is red and is clearly below the minus 20 line. That's a strong momentum shift and a clear signal. And look what happens. The trade turned out to be a winner. So how those filters really help us stay in good trades and avoid the bad ones?